Hi, this is Colin from the History Pilgrim. I hope you've been enjoying my videos and I'd be interested to hear your comments. I have another special video for spooky season. In this video I cover what is possibly the most stereotypically haunted hotel on Earth. Nestled against the backdrop of the majestic Rocky Mountains, the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado stands as an architectural marvel and a beacon for those interested in the paranormal. With its grand white exterior, red roofs, and sprawling grounds, the hotel emanates an air of elegance that belies its darker, more mysterious allure. It is not merely a historical landmark, it is a mecca for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts alike. The hotel was founded in 1909 by Freeland Oscar Stanley, the inventor of the Stanley Steamer automobile. Originally designed as a luxury resort, the hotel quickly gained a reputation for its breathtaking views. The hotel was constructed during a time when the Rocky Mountains of Colorado were emerging as a prime tourist destination. Freeland Stanley envisioned the hotel as a luxury retreat, incorporating the latest technologies. One such technology was it being the first fully electrified hotel west of the Mississippi River in the U.S. Another was it being one of the first hotels in the U.S. to use an intercom system for its staff. Famous guests who stayed at the Stanley Hotel included the Titanic survivor, the unsinkable Molly Brown, the Emperor of Japan, and Theodore Roosevelt, although one guest who stayed here would change the destiny of the hotel forever. By 1973, the hotel had fallen into a state of disrepair. A young aspiring author, Stephen King, drove west from Boulder, Colorado, where he was living at the time, towards the Rocky Mountains. Suffering from a bout of writer's block after having written his first two books, Salem's Lot and Carrie, he stumbled upon the largely forgotten hotel. King and his wife booked a room in room 217 of the Stanley Hotel on its last day of the season. King and his wife had the huge hotel full of empty, winding corridors all to themselves. The eerie isolation struck a chord with Stephen King, who would later incorporate elements of the hotel, including the sound of ghostly children in the hallway near his room, into The Shining, which was published in 1977. Long before Stephen King stayed in the hotel, the Stanley Hotel had long been associated with the paranormal. Freeland Oscar Stanley, the man who built the Stanley Hotel, is one of the most frequently cited spirits. Despite passing away in 1940, it is said that he continues to keep a watch on the hotel he created into the afterlife. The spirit of Stanley has been most commonly cited in the hotel ballroom. Unlike some of the other ghosts reported in the hotel, the spirit of Stanley is said to be quite non-frightening, as if he is not a vengeful spirit but simply a host continuing his role welcoming guests. Room 217, the room King stayed in, is so popular that it often books years in advance. Long before Stephen King stayed in room 217, the room was known for being the most haunted room in the hotel. In 1911, a housekeeper named Elizabeth Wilson was seriously injured by an explosion while lighting lanterns in the room. She is said to still occupy the room. Guests have reported flickering lights, cold spots, and moving objects, and the mysterious appearance of a woman in the middle of the night. The fourth floor in particular is said to be particularly active with supernatural activity. Once used as a servant's quarter, this floor is home to some of the hotel's most chilling experiences. Guests often report hearing the sounds of children running and laughing in the middle of the night. Another hotspot in the hotel for paranormal sightings is the concert hall. One of the most famous spirits in the hotel is of a former maintenance worker named Paul, who died of a heart attack while shoveling snow on the property. Some guests have reported hearing a male voice shouting, "Get out!" in the dark concert hall. The story of the Overlook, with its haunted history and malevolent spirits, captivated readers around the world. Although the hotel in the book is fictional, many elements of the Stanley Hotel were woven into the story, including its eerie isolation and remote location. The Stanley Hotel's popularity increased with the release of The Shining film in 1980. The exterior shots of the film were shot at the Timberline Lodge in Oregon, and the sets were filmed at a studio in England. The Stanley Hotel's connection to both the book and the film solidified its reputation as the real Overlook Hotel. The staff began to offer ghost tours of the hotel, which highlighted the paranormal history of the place. Quickly, the ghost tours became the leading source of revenue for the Stanley Hotel. As the Stanley Hotel leaned towards its haunted persona, it found itself at an intersection of two growing cultural phenomena: the rise of paranormal tourism and increasing fascination with horror fiction and film. In the early 2000s, TV shows such as Ghost Hunters brought the once-forgotten hotel back into the spotlight. Before the popularity of ghost hunting TV shows, the Stanley Hotel was struggling to stay in business. Estes Park, which is right near Rocky Mountain National Park, while beautiful, is not known as a world-famous destination. However, the success of The Shining and subsequent interest in the paranormal increased its popularity. This commercial success transformed the hotel from a once quaint historical site to a thriving tourism magnet. This led to a surge in income for the hotel, which led to renovations and expansions and diversification in its offerings. The hotel offers great dining. One such option is the Cascades restaurant, which provides a luxurious dining experience alongside the eerie ambiance. This allows guests to partake in fine dining while contemplating the supernatural. For those eager to explore the paranormal side of the Stanley, the hotel offers nightly ghost tours guiding visitors through its most haunted locations. Estes Park is located just 70 miles west of Denver International Airport, making the hotel easily accessible. The hotel's interest as a historical and supernatural location is undeniably what draws most of its visitors in, but it is also its location near Rocky Mountain National Park that makes it a perfect getaway location. Rocky Mountain National Park boasts over 400 square miles of alpine terrain, complete with towering peaks which stretch over 14,000 feet tall, and the largest amount of elk found in the lower 48 United States. The hotel itself offers packages which include guided tours of the park. Despite the old age of the Stanley Hotel, the establishment has evolved over the years to offer modern comforts and amenities while preserving its original charm. The hotel, in addition to all of its more vintage-style rooms, feature a range of accommodations from the more contemporary suites in the adjacent Aspire building to a collection of quaint cabins on the property. The Stanley Hotel is a great place to stay, which is so much more than just a hotel. It is an iconic destination which has a unique blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. Its grand architecture, rich legacy, and a connection to both Stephen King's novel, The Shining, and its supernatural sightings make it an interesting place to explore, even if you're not staying there. The hotel is a must-visit destination for anyone wanting to visit Colorado. Whether you are a history buff, a fan of the paranormal, or simply seeking a scenic getaway, the Stanley Hotel promises an unforgettable experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd be interested to hear your comments. Be sure to subscribe. Yours truly, The History Pilgrim.